Welcome to the DATRE Transcripts. Transcript 009. John, we have this question from Billy. I've been told that thought forms have physical structure, multi-dimensional physical structure, and like magnets, thought forms collect together in patterns. I've also been told that thought forms and thought form patterns can grow the more energy we put into them, but that thought forms cannot be destroyed, only de-energized. DATRE. Now, there's just a little bit there that has to be clarified. Let's make this very simple. A dandelion in a yard. When the yellow blossom dies, shall we say, and it becomes like a little white puffy things, and there's a seed on the bottom. That little seed contains a vibration. Now, this is just a story. Were you to think of a thought form as a little white puffy dandelion piece with the little seed on the bottom, each little seed on every dandelion all over the planet has a different vibratory construct. The vibratory construct comes from the stem of the flower, as it is put in at the stem. When the little puffy feathery thing breaks away from the stem, it carries within it certain vibratory patterns. That becomes what you would simplistically call airborne. All right now, as an example, there is a physician who has a very difficult operation to perform. He cannot find any reference anyplace for doing that kind of operation. He is extremely puzzled as to how he was going to do that, and he begins contemplating on how to do that operation. He puts a great deal of intensity into what he's going to be doing. All right, here's all these little puffy dandelion-looking things floating around in the air. His wonderment is how to do the operation. How do I start it? The little dandelions with the little seed at the bottom have a vibration within it that matches his question. It is like a little magnet. It is drawn to that question. At this point, it is picked up, and he begins to connect to the vibration, and shall we say, assimilate that vibration that is within the little seed. Now, everything begins to unfold. From the time he picks up the knife and begins the first cut, the more questions he asks in that direction, the more answers he will get, at which time he has completed the operation. He takes a deep breath, and it is finished. He needs no more from the little seed. At that point, the seed, because the vibration is not the same, it is released. The little seed releases itself, takes off going through the air, and regenerates itself. The seed does not take anything from the individual. The individual only takes from the seed. Now, you can, from your brain, send thought forms if you wish to call them that. But those thought forms are not free-flowing through the air. Those thought forms have a direction. It can be directed to writing music. It can be directed to another individual. It can go off in any direction. It is so directed. Many people have thought forms going out of their heads all the time and are never aware of it. But you know one thing, regardless, awake, asleep, or anything else, the brain is constructed to never turn off. Once that computer in the brain is set into motion at birth, that computer continues until what you call death. That goes continuously. So you can walk into a store to buy groceries, and being a sensitive individual, you can be literally bombarded by the thought forms that are coming off all of these people in the store. You will notice if you go into a store to buy groceries and it is all frantic, people are pushing and shoving, yelling at children, angry with the clerks because of the prices of the food. Why can't I find this? How come this is so expensive? All of these thought forms are flying all over the place, because they are attaching to a frequency that is within that store. And the more people that come in that store and pick that up, the more frantic the store becomes. They build a gestalt of, unfortunately, not very pleasant energy. Anytime you get into a situation like that, and it is that disturbing, you will notice that you very quickly turn around, walk out, and go to another store. Now, the mass consciousness will stay in that store because they don't know any different. They don't feel that. But a sensitive individual will feel that. They just feel this stuff coming at them from all these directions. It is very disturbing. You will find that with more and more people, this is where the division is going to take place. You are going to find that the very sensitive individuals are having more trouble at work, regardless what their occupation is, in public environments in general. They are going to have more and more trouble because their vibration does not match the mass consciousness. The other thing is they are vibrating at a different rate of speed. Now, may I make a suggestion? All of those specifically that are in the fields of medicine, any type of healing, be it mental, physical, healing the physical body, the mental body, any of that, that's the first group. The second group is those that are working in educational fields. The next group are the people that are working in businesses. Where you are a stock clerk or a typist or a general manager or whatever you want to call it. These are all occupational groups that you are working in. When you come home into your own environment after having been in that environment for a whole day, we hear it again and again. I am exhausted. Before you do anything within your home environment, walk straight into your bathroom, strip your clothes, get in the shower, and wash yourself clean, including your hair. Because hair is a great carrier of vibrations, because it is right on your head. You will say, it will ruin my hairdo. Which do you want to do? Sit and be uncomfortable for a whole evening? Or do you want a nice hairdo? It's up to you. But this is my suggestion to you. It does not have to be followed. But you will find the first one I mentioned, which is medical or helping the physical or mental being of physicality. Those are the most important ones. Wash those vibrations off your body. You have a most unique substance upon your planet, more unique than you have any idea, and that is water. Water is the most beautiful thing you have on your planet. You are the only planet that has it. It is the greatest cleansing agent you have. Inside your body and outside your body, many of the medical profession are beginning to realize the amount of water you drink is very, very important. Now, you can drink your tea, your coffee, and your soft drinks, any of that you want to, any of your juices, or any of that. But that does not include your water. Your water has to be a separate element entirely. Don't say, well, I've had all of this today. How many glasses of water have you had? The water is a purifying agent within the body that cannot be matched by anything else. People take pills and they take one swallow of water. The pill is never going to have the reaction that it needs without a full glass of water. Coming down with a cold? You have heard that expression? Begin to drink water. You may spend a lot of time in the bathroom, but isn't it worth it to be able to feel good? Now, that is not coming from any place else but here. I'm not practicing medicine. That is not what I am trying to do. I'm trying to tell you that you have your greatest healer, water, that is on your planet. You know everything that is on your planet and inside your physical being is here to heal you and help you in a physical body that has a stability. Water is the big element to keep everything in balance inside and out. That is the only time I will make a prescription, shall we say. Come home, get clean, brush your teeth, and have water. Because your mouth contains a great deal of what you have picked up during the day. That is enough for my medical profession now. Great laughter. You can call me doctor. More laughter. Have we covered that question? John. Yes. DATRE. All right. Thank you. Good night. We are DATRE.